survival tips for college. My first tip to you all is when you walk across the stage next week, you have a clean slate. Same for when you graduate college. Here and for many years, you've always been so-and-so's kid or the one who's really good at basketball or playing the trumpet. So when people go to college, they decide to go by their middle names, they make up new identities, they do lots of other seemingly drastic things. You can be whoever you want to be, but choose wisely. Learn to stand on your own 2 feet, rest on what you know to be true of yourself, and then jump. Next week, I'm moving from here to Dallas, Texas. I'm jumping, and yet again, I have a clean slate, a blank canvas. So with your new campus, I encourage you all to explore new and old interests. And in exploring these, you may know what you want to do with your future, and you may not, and what you think you want to do with your future may change. And that's my second tip for you all is do not waste your freshman year. So now you have this newfound freedom, no curfew, and a ton of social things to do, like mixers at the fraternity house, community service. So what can take the back burner? That test that's tomorrow or the paper that's due in a couple of days. So now it's the end of your freshman year and you're wondering how in the world you ended up with a 1.5 GPA. So now you're going to be spending the rest of your college career trying to make up for that. Do not waste your freshman year. Don't feel pressured if you don't know exactly what you want to do your freshman year. Take time to explore what's available and focus on those general education courses that everyone has to have anyway. There's plenty of time for both academics and fun. But something weird happens as you get older. As you move into college and you graduate, and I know I can feel all of you sighing and kind of rolling your eyes at me now, but your parents become geniuses. And I really didn't know that people could become so smart in such a short period of time. But the tip is to not take your parents and families for granted. Eventually you're going to need them. And parents, I need to warn you as well. You're not going to be able to and should not fix everything for these students all the time. These students are going to make big mistakes, they're going to make small mistakes. When we go to college, we feel this excitement to be young, wild, and free. And you all just need to sit back and relax and bask in the glory knowing that you're going to be the smartest people ever really soon. It's not always about brains and hard work. Unfortunately, sometimes it's about who you know. You're on your own now and you're not so-and-so's kid anymore. So my next survival tip is to make connections. Not only make new friends, but meet your professors, your deans, your advisors. When it's time to graduate and you need that letter of recommendation or that reference, you don't want to call your professor and them not know who you are, and you find yourself saying, you know, I came to your office hours that one time. Make those connections early on. You also never know if the person sitting next to you or your lab partner for the year is going to be the next Bill Gates. So please treat everyone with respect and network with all of your peers. The thank you notes that you write after your interviews, your internships, and your job shadows always pay off. You also never know if someone in your major is going to get a position at the place you so badly want to work and can help you get your foot in the door. I invite you in your class of 300 to stand out. To do this, I need you to listen to my next tip really closely. Take responsibility for your own future. You're going to have to realize this is college. It's time to grow up some and not to expect everything to be handed to you. Your parents are not going to be there to tell you to go to bed so you get enough sleep for the exam tomorrow. Your parent or your professors are not going to hand you a study guide with all the information that you need for the exam. You will learn some in class, but the time out of class is just as important. So when you have that exam and you think, we did not hear any of this in class, and you tell your professor and she says, I told you to read the book. Most likely it was in the book. So read the book, teach yourself, take pride in yourself and in your future. Major yourself. What classes should you be taking? What can you do with that major outside of school? Is it going to get you closer to your overall goal? Know what you want, know what it's going to take to get it, and then go for it. Go after your dreams, speak up, and for my final tip, be yourself. It goes without saying that you have to live with yourself. Stand up for yourself always, make decisions that you can always be proud of. Unfortunately, there are still those people in life who are going to want to tear you down. Rumors and drama still exist, and I'm sure your parents will agree that it never ends. How you handle it shows the person that you really are. If you set your mind to it, you can achieve it. Dare to be different and dare to be yourself. Walk with your heads held high for all you've already accomplished, and make decisions and choices that will always allow you to have the same proud of what you all are being honored for here tonight. Cherish those among you because time flies. In West High Trojans class of 2016, I challenge you to continue to be the best with respect to yourself and to others, to have integrity, responsibility, and ethics. Accomplish all of your dreams and goals. The piece of paper that you receive next week is an accomplishment in itself. It shows your patience when you didn't think you had anymore, your determination when you did not want to do one more assignment. Be proud of yourself and be confident as you take your next jump. As you go on, remember this: to whom much is given, much is expected. Look at the blank canvas before you. What can you give to yourself and give to this life? Thank you and best of luck, and go Trojans.